Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Looking right. This one caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
1st down and 10. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. The shotgun running play call. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The Gamecocks pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
To the air, it's Sellers. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. It's caught downfield. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
The defense.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40. Keeper for the 1st down and more. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Duke. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And looking to throw now on first down. Tight end makes the grab. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And they'll stop him after a short game.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. A change of direction. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play and support.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. bringing pressure. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Sellers. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Deep shot caught inside the 15. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. This passing game is still on fire. And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Here's the 2nd down play. It's a shotgun run call. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
That game sets up a 3rd down play. Hand it off for a draw. Fighting off the defender. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down in this 3rd and...
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10 now. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Devils. See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for a nice game.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense cannot be stopped. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Ball handed off. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Short pass finds the tight end. Finding some room with the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on second and goal. The call is a quarterback sneak. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And here comes a deep shot. This one is broken up. Ball is incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Pressure is coming. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Throws it to the right, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost him.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And the quarterback keeps it here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. This has been an offensive show so far. Back and forth, both defenses reeling at the moment. Trying to extend the play. Powering through the defender. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Catch made by the tight end. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. Important 2nd down play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. He's looking deep here. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking for a deep completion. Catch is made way down inside the 30. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. This one will be fair caught. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down after that short completion. Handoff to the back. He shreds the tackle. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Now they run a draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the returner is brought down. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. That puts him on top in the second half. And Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he just throws it away. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. Incompletion sets up a second down. He's looking to scramble. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
They can't stop him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Catch made on the right side. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? On the run here, lets it go. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
The Blue Devils looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
It's a really nice read here by this quarterback, Chris. He kept it himself, picked up some positive yardage.
Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time, the defense is in position, and they tackle him for a loss.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. And the Blue Devils come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the field goal is good. And with that, they retake the lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. And this offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that will pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at 38.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's escaping the pocket now. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive moving.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Breaking free at the 35. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he lost it deep over the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They'll run it to the left. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll try the right here. He shreds the tackle.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Lewis. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are as a fan. For me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Keeping it on the ground here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Fighting him off. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. And he's able to convert and pick up that maple.
Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an for the defense to have to deal with.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And he's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And sack sets up second down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he's got some open field ahead. And bulldozing his way through. That's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back's got it again. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Oh, it's a reverse. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, I'm just thinking back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator this week. And these are the kind of plays that he expected. So he's not necessarily surprised to see it, but his defense did look a little bit lost on that play, and it cost him. They got a first down.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.